What is up, YouTube? Troken here. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going over the OG purple and blue legend in Teemo, an upgraded version using cards from Spiritforged. We are going to be going over the deck list, certain strategies to think about while navigating the deck, and at the end of the video there is gameplay where this deck plays against the LNZQ list of Ezreal and comes out on top. So is this a viable deck? I think so. I think this is something that I may bring to my skirmish to surprise the people at my locals. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. We do deck list live streams and product openings, so if you're looking for a channel all things Riftbound, this is the one for you. I gotta say it like that sometimes. I gotta be a little theatric and dramatic. So yeah, Teemo, guys, still strong, guys, still strong. You know, in this set we saw just really cool cards to boost up some of the OG legends, and also, you know, they're meant for a lot of the new ones as well. So just going over the legend ability, for those that don't know, you may pay 1 energy to hide a card with hidden instead of a power. Also, for 1 and you tap the Teemo, put a Teemo unit you own into your hand from your champion zone or the board. The cool thing is that the rulings actually kind of changed with the champion zone Teemo, where you could directly hide it from that spot, is because essentially the champion zone is a part of your hand in the start of the game. So the thing to take away from this legend is that it is super efficient and it helps your rune economy, as we are not burning the power, so we curve out so well, where mid-game we're able to play a lot of late-game cards because, you know, hiding stuff hasn't hurt our rune economy. The rune split will be 6 and 6. The battlefields will be the bundle tree. Of course, you may hide an additional card here. It's just good. This card was meant for Teemo, so you put it into the deck. There are wonky combos that you can do, especially with Ember Monk, where, you know, revealing 2 things gives him +4, and also if one of those things is the Edge of Night, then he goes up to a 10, which is absolutely insane in 1 turn, just revealing 2 cards. So yeah, just very efficient, you know, just really good. Yes, you are giving your opponent the ability to hide 2 things too, but you know, if you're going against a legend or a deck that doesn't have too many hidden cards, then, you know, it's just benefiting us in the end. Next, Windswept Hillock. We are running some units, and sometimes we're doing some tricky things like revealing hidden cards and boosting up that Ember Monk. Just being able to move him over to the other battlefield to contest it or just conquer is extremely strong. And also hiding things on here is good as well, as you can reveal things. For instance, the Teemo, you know, still have your foothold on this battlefield and then move over another unit. So that is very good as well. Also, Zon Warrens, really important because we are running a Mundo late game play, so we want to stockpile our trash with some things in order to get that extra boost of might on our Mundo. And also there are plenty of ways with new cards like Fizz where it's not so detrimental to actually discard cards anymore. In fact, we'll go over some strategies and crazy combos with Fizz in just a second, but first and foremost we'll go into the main deck using our chosen champion. The strategist just isn't that good this meta right now. There are far too many deflect units out there. So, you know, with the other Teemo strategists, defend and reveal trigger being that you shoot it with damage according to how many hidden cards you have, that just has to happen. So if they move in onto that battlefield where you reveal the Teemo strategist or it's defending, you know, paying all those runes kind of like messes up our game plan by being super efficient with our rune economy. So Teemo Scout made the cut. It's still extremely strong. You know, it goes into a 4 might unit because it gets +3. Also the fact that you can just pop it back into your hand using the Legends ability and just shooting it from the champion zone onto a hidden battlefield is just really good. You know, it's just, you know, adding 4 might to your battlefield is just super strong. Also, you know, if you really want to, you could play turn 2, like turn 1, you know, onto your base. That's absolutely fine, but generally not considered because it's just, you know, it's, you want to reveal this with 4 might on it as much as possible. Next, stack deck. Looking for things in your deck is extremely important, especially if you're trying to figure out how to deal with the board state. This is just easily like one of the best purple cards in the game, all around for all the legends. It is in Annie, it is in Draven, it is in Ezreal, so it is now in Teemo. This card won't go away anytime soon. So if you have a playset, you'll be good to go. Next, Stupefy. Card draw. Obviously important, kind of just like a staple in any type of blue deck. The -1 is absolutely relevant. The fact that it's at reaction speed. You can contest battlefields with a couple of Stupefies. Also, again, we have some crazy combos with Fizz, as well as he can, essentially build 3 might onto your base by playing the Fizz, even playing a Stupefy to -1 something, drawing card. Super efficient. So the fact that you can play this 2 times while developing 3 might with Fizz is really good. Next, Fight or Flight, another staple card. Sometimes we just want to be able to push back our units or defend with Fight or Flight. It is a hidden card, so it makes the cut, obviously. In fact, if I just real quickly go through how many hidden cards we have obviously the Teemo, the Fight or Flight, we have the Switcheroo, we have the Edge of Nights, and we have the Consult the Pasts. Really cool combinations of things you can do, especially with Guerrilla Warfare. And it is just like super efficient. We're not running all the hidden cards, as some of them aren't too good, like Blastkill Fae. However, we're running the really good ones that really help with our board state, help protect, and also be aggressive at the same time, right? Next, purple has a counter now, and it is really good. Hard Bargain's a really interesting counter in the fact that it just doesn't like hard counter because your opponent has an opportunity to actually pay for it so that they don't have to. The card doesn't have to be countered, at reaction speed, has repeat 2, obviously for the same cost. Counter spell, unless its controller pays 2. So if you repeat it, and your opponent doesn't have those 4 runes open to pay for it, then the card is just countered. Also, there is an interesting interaction when the chain has developed a little bit. Let's just say a couple things were played, 3 or 4 spells on top of each other. And you can double Hard Bargain to counter 2 spells at once if they don't have enough runes to pay for it. So, for instance, if they have 1 rune open, right, and you target 2 different spells, right, those 2 spells actually are countered. So it is an interesting kind of interaction that this one card repeated can counter 2 spells on a chain. So doesn't happen too often, but still really important because sometimes that kind of like makes you win the showdown in your favor. Next, we have the Traveling Merchant. It is extremely important to be throwing things into your trash and drawing cards as we are running a Mundo package. It's just a really efficient, 2-drop, 2 for 2, has a really good effect in terms of what we are wanting to play in the end game. Just kind of like a staple of Teemo, has always been, and I think always will be. Next, we are running 1 Guerrilla Warfare. Just 1, because we only need 1, because we are running 2 Fizzes. So essentially we have 3 Guerrilla Warfares. Now, let me just go into like some crazy combos. Like once you've played some of your hidden cards, you play Guerrilla Warfare, you grab 2 or return up to 2 cards with hidden from your trash to your hand. You can hide ignoring costs this turn. So you do not have to pay the energy. You do not have to burn powers as well. So you can literally play all the other stuff, hide all the hidden cards for free, right? Now, Guerrilla Warfare goes into your trash. Once you've revealed those hidden cards, right, you can play a Fizz to target the Guerrilla Warfare, obviously paying the power cost, and then you just get to do it again for free. So that is like a really efficient way of grabbing important things like our Edge of Nights, our Switcheroos, our Consult the Pasts, our Fight or Flights, like from the trash back into our hand and being played for free. Absolutely insane. Because the issue with this card is that we didn't really want 3 of them when Origins was out in our deck, because there wasn't that many hidden cards to begin with, right? There were like a few that were really good, but now the fact that we only have to run 1 and have the potential of playing 3 of them with Fizz is really efficient, because it's not always that you want to be grabbing Guerrilla Warfare with Fizz. Sometimes you want to be grabbing the Switcheroo, the Rebukes, even maybe a hard bargain if need be, or a Ride the Wind. You'll see, in fact, in the gameplay that Ride the Wind being played, fizzed, targeting Ride the Wind, is an easy double conquer if you're playing a unit to your base. So that's like some really cool synergy, some really interesting interactions. This card is just so good, seen in so many decks. And hey, it is a Yordle, so getting some Yordle support is always nice. Speaking of Ride the Wind, just like a really great win condition, especially with Mundo. Again, if you have stuff out and the battlefields are cleared, you can play your Ride the Wind onto like anything like an Ember Monk, and then you can play your Fizz if you don't have the other Ride the Wind in your hand. Targeting the Ride the Wind, moving over, conquering 2 points, really easy win conditions. In fact, this card I think is too good. If they ever make a ban list, this will definitely make the cut. It is just insane because like for 2 and 1 power, not only are you moving, but you're also readying a unit, which is just absolutely insane. It is just so much tempo, and it's a really cheap cost card for what it does. Speaking of cheap cost cards, sort of. It does cost 2 power. Rebuke, just really important in this meta, especially since like Vex is getting some play, getting some traction, right? You kind of like in certain situations want to just avoid combat. So playing this even before moving into a battlefield is really efficient, especially against Vex, just to kind of clear it up a little bit. And honestly, you kind of want to save this for those instances where like you kind of either know that you're setting up to win the game or playing it to win the game. You just don't want to get rid of something just to score your 3rd or 4th point, right? You really want to make this card count because it is a little heavy with power cost, but still targetable, but still cheap enough to be targeted by Fizz. Next, Switcheroo. I talked so many good things about this card. It's not as great as I thought it was, but it's still extremely strong. Like the fact that it just snapshots might, right, and just switches them is crazy, and that it's hidden is even crazier. Like the mind games that we play with our opponent because we are playing like really good hidden cards is just it trips them up, right, and gives us an advantage, right? So it is slow initially at action speed, so it's something you really want to like hide, right? Because then it becomes like it gets reaction speed, right? There are instances where it doesn't really work out because if you play Switcheroo, right, then initially your opponent like just has to let it resolve, right? And then they can buff their unit back, especially with Aurelia, right? So, be careful playing this, but obviously the most efficient way to play this is hiding, right? It is really good, especially since when the Teemo, right? When our Teemo Scout goes back to 1, hiding the Switcheroo with it is just so super efficient, right? Because unless we put this back into our hand and reveal it again or play it, it's going to be sitting on 1 might. So it is a wonderful target for the Switcheroo. Since we are playing so many hidden cards, the Black Market Broker made the cut. 3 for 3 clean cost. When you play a card from face down, play a Gold Gear token exhausted. Gold is really important this set, right? It really helps you avoid some power costs in spells and in units. And we need some gold generation. So we put a couple in here, Black Market Broker being one of them. And it was very good, I must say. The thing I wanted to replace for this was Pickpocket, as it's able to kind of like delete some seals out there. However, this card is just good, it is a 3 might unit, so it is still like, an early game threat to compare to those other 2 cost units like Yordles or your Ravenblooms or anything else, or the Poros, right? So it does get over those units. And the fact that it has such a great ability in producing Gold Gear token, which I think every deck should have, right? Every deck should have at least some form of Gold Gear generation, and this is ours. Furthermore, we're playing Edge of Nights. This card is ridiculous in this deck when compared with Ember Monk. You could just have Ember Monk sitting at a battlefield. You reveal it, it gets 2, and then you attach it to the Ember Monk, it gets another 2. So an 8 might unit, right, by just revealing something is just ridiculous. Ember Monk, such a menace in this deck. Really strong. Obviously, we're going to be running 3 of those. We talked about Fizz already. The things that he can do is just insane. He can grab all these spells. He really solves a lot of issues when it comes to either being behind or for instance, you just need to solve like a board state puzzle. He's just so good. He's just so good in this deck. So we talked about Fizz. Consult the Past is obviously like an easy cut into the deck because playing Pot of Greed, basically for 1 energy, if you're hiding it with the Teemo legend ability, is good. Card draw is king of the game, and also it's something that you can get back with Guerrilla Warfare and then hide for free that turn. So, revealing 2 on your opponent's turn for free after you've played Guerrilla Warfare is such good tempo. In fact, like this deck curves out so well. Our runes are really good, and our hand size is really good. And that's like basically what you need to solve like a lot of board state puzzles. Is this just options, right? Furthermore, we talked about Ember Monk. We need some gear removal, and the best one, I think, in my opinion, in Spiritforged is Rocket Barrage, as it has versatility. For 4 energy and 1 power with a repeat cost of the same, deal 4 to a unit in a base or kill a gear. Ezreal is a problem in Miracle Draven, in obviously, Ezreal decks, even some Jinx decks, basically anything purple. And generally players who play purple Ezreal like to have it sit on its base so that it's nice and safe. This kills it, right? And also, annoying gears like, for instance, Mask of Foresight or your Dazzling Auroras or any type of equipment that may or may not get equipped to some things like Aurelia, like Guardian Angels. Sometimes you just need to pull the trigger and get rid of that option for your opponent. And, it's basically that purple card that gives temporary. I forgot what it was. What's the name of that? Yeah, anyway, it's a 4 energy, 1 power purple card that gives either a unit or a gear temporary. So this is the replacement for it. The fact that it has repeat, yes, you're spending 8 energy and 2 power. However, being able to do 4 damage twice or kill 2 gears or 1 of each is extremely strong. Just a really good removal card that has some versatility. Furthermore, the Watcher made the cut, as it is so good, guys. All right, like in Origins, it is easily the best card in the game. I wouldn't say it is now. As it's kind of like one of those cards where you just need to like take back the board state from your opponent. You don't generally always have to accelerate it, as we do have some like really like some decent might units in 3 and 4, right? The Ember Monks, the Fizz, and the Merchants, right? So even if you're like short on runes, which you shouldn't be because our economy is really good, you can just play this and move in with the other units. Maybe reveal some things, maybe gank over, depending on the situation. But, -3 blanket across, your opponent's field is just insane. And it's just too good to leave out, right? Next, we have the answer to those miracle decks in Unchecked Power. So I found it to be a issue with all these miracle decks, throwing out Rasas, throwing out Battering Rams, throwing out a bunch of like relatively high like might units, in the range from like 4 to 6 to 7, and they just like load up onto the base. They load up onto the battlefields where there's nothing really you can do about that. For a lot of decks, right? There's just too much might on there. Unchecked Power just kind of solves that problem, right? They can have as many Rasas, as many Battering Rams as they want. The fact that this card does 12 damage to everything is absolutely insane. In fact, generally people don't play this because you have to exhaust all friendly units, then deal 12 to all units at a battlefield, right? So all your stuff is tapped out, so you can't really move in. But again, if you just play a Fizz, right, and you ride the wind, targeting from your trash, like you can move into a battlefield, and if it is the Windswept Hillock, you can gank over and score 2 points, because this costs 7 power. If you are at full 12 runes, you can easily play a Fizz after that and conquer 2 battlefields if Windswept Hillock is one of your things. So really cool combo with Fizz as well. Furthermore, I said we are running the Mundo package. In this meta, we're gonna have so many like different might units, especially with all the gears. Mundo just deals with them all. Honestly, like we're putting a lot of stuff into our trash, right? We're playing a lot of cards, especially from hidden. This Mundo can usually generate between 14 and 16 might, if not more. And honestly, it contests like, those Protect the Queen decks in Ornn, where he's just like has a Spellslinger and a bunch of gears, right? So it contests that. Also, it is hard for Aurelia to go up against a big Mundo, as if we want to trade, like if there's a situation where we have a big Mundo, right, and the Aurelia wants to move in and like pump it and like use Defiant Dances and use all these resources just to kill the Mundo, that's absolutely fine, because not we have like many other ways to kind of win the game, right? The fact that Mundo can just drain Aurelia of resources is extremely important, just because it naturally has so much might. And our last card is Time Warp. That is right, the cheapest way to win a game of Riftbound, but who cares? Throw all your morals outside the window. This card made the cut because it is just so often that we're sitting at 6, either hiding things on 2 battlefields, and at 6 points, popping the Time Warp is just a win. Yes, of course, it does suck so much when this gets countered by a hard bargain. Generally, green decks don't play Windwall anymore. They do have it in the sideboard, so actually, sideboard this out after you win a game against a green deck. Because they'll probably put in the Windwall anyway, and then they've kind of just like messed up their sideboard. I kind of like wasted that one spot. But yeah, honestly, it is Riftbound. It is a TCG. We want to win the games. This is like a really funny, like kind of cheap way to win the game. Moving over into the sideboard, we have more removal for gears in terms of acceptable losses. Action speed, each player kills one of their gears. Against those pesky Aurora decks, we will put in another Rebuke, because sometimes you just want to put those big units like Volley Bears or anything else like Mountain Drakes back into their hand and make them pay for it as they should have in the beginning. Against those Miracle decks where they're just drawing and drawing and drawing their entire deck, Invert Timelines kind of messes them up. Especially if a Vi is in that Miracle Draven deck, right? If it's in their hand, that is their one way to recycle everything back into their deck. So if you actually invert timelines and discard their Vi, you're like really, really good against that matchup in Miracle Draven. Fading Memories. Here it is. That's the card I was talking about in place of Rocket Barrage. This is in the sideboard just in case you just need some more hard removal, in certain matchups, especially against a Aurora deck. This actually gets put in instead of a Consult the Past or maybe even the Ember Monk, as they are running 3 Auroras, and sometimes you just need more gear removal in that sense. Singularity, just good, against those Miracle decks as well, if they're popping down some Rasas. Mind Splitter is just really important in the Alan CQ matchup, right, of his, like, Ezreal deck list, or any type of control deck where they're drawing a lot of cards, or a lot of combo decks as well, as if they are starting to draw their cards, really haven't popped off, smack down a Mind Splitter onto your base, and pull like important key part of their combo in a Fizz, in a Arcane Shift, or anything like that to kind of like slow them down a little bit so you can kind of like come over. And the last one is the Downwell. This is meant for all those token decks. Azir is really, really strong, got second place in a regional in China. Being able to pop all the equipment and all the Sand Soldiers would just like, die into the ether, just get disappeared, is really good, especially against Victor decks as well. Gets rid of all their gold gear, gets rid of all those recruits. And that is the deck, guys. Yeah, definitely test it out on TCG Arena. Let me know what you guys think. Bring it to some Nexus Nights if you have the cards. Have some fun playing some old legends. Stay tuned for the gameplay. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. This goes away. This is interesting, but I don't know. Well, he does have the removal, so I think we actually hold on to this. So, and then this is fine, and then this is fine. Because this helps us. Or is this? Is this something I really need early? No, I actually don't. I don't need that early. That is a terrible hand. Thank God we're going second for with Obelisk.
You're gonna piss.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Yeah, okay. So, one more rule. Yeah.
Yep. I think that's standard with when you play Obelisk, right? Oh, you're Rasa the champion. Yeah, I think that's standard. I think that always happens. Like on your play when you're playing your Obelisk, you always first turn Ezreal.
Yeah, I think it's the best turn to
yeah
deramp for Ezreal.
yeah. Turn when you deramp, you go up to 4. You match my runes. You're a turn behind with runes. However, the discount will get you that advantage. You know, the issue is like with Teemo, he's really efficient because of his legend ability when it comes to like hiding and burning things and getting benefit from that. So how do you do that? You force him to play a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Draw 1. It's a 2.
Yep. So that gets rid of the
It's a draw.
At that point, we will play the Ember Monk, and we will. No. Then we'll pass. Oh yay! People are fighting outside. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's hilarious.
Christ.
It's Monday too. What the hell's like what you all drinking for? I'm really curious. I'm not to, but like basically like whenever you win something, I wonder how the whole entire like because they were all from Poland, right? Like CBQ and dude, how like hard do they party like that night? Like after the regionals, dude. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of fun. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Seriously. Oh god. So hard he forgot he won. Like. Yeah. But you know what the cool thing is, like the Riftbound community, dude, they were all like celebrating. Like they were all at that moment when they both entered the top 2, like everybody won. Like their whole entire community won, basically. It wasn't even for like Alan ZQ at that point. It was just like the dudes. Okay, so you tap 3. Oh, you don't tap 3. So many cards.
Yeah.
So many cards.
But this doesn't make sense at all. This doesn't make sense at all. So I will do
Bellows Breath. Okay. Double?
Yeah. So draw again.
Oh, -2.
What now? What do we do? I think I recycled this for this. Tap.
Call shot. Yep.
Yeah, repeat it.
So, this is like the essential game plan for Ezreal, guys, right?
Oh, that's tough.
He wants to get like tons of card advantage. He doesn't care about burning some runes because he's very efficient when it comes to playing things out with Ezreal. Like, so I mean, this is just so good, right? Like call shot with Ezreal out, it's and a Sealist for free. You look at 4, you draw 2. So he's getting that card advantage. He's getting those options, looking for those arcane shifts. So what do we do to counter that? We kind of want to slow him down with our big units, right? And we have a hard bargain also in hand. So the way you kind of have to approach this matchup is kind of like sneak up on him with things that are just unexpected. Again, this is a relatively new deck. We generally, me and my opponent Nico, we play often. We go to Nexus Nights together, so we know each other like gameplay styles like very well. However, when you throw curveballs with like cards you just haven't been seen, like Unchecked Power or like Mundos, I think you get off like pretty well. You can get there with some unknown decks, I think. Alrighty, so we'll move in here.
Yeah.
Score point.
Yeah.
I will pay 1. To put a Teemo on my hand. And pay 1 to hide something here. I wonder what it is.
You just gotta shuffle your hand, man. To
And
make it a bit more.
I will hide something here, so you know.
Okay.
And then
It's the cloak.
oh bless.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the cloak? Maybe it is.
That should be the cloak.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a hidden mundo.
That would be insane.
Yeah, that's too good. That's too
That
good.
would be insane.
It's insane are these call shots. It's like look at 4 cards, draw 2. 2 times. So you drew a card, you're gonna draw 2 more cards. That's 3 cards in 1 turn. That is why this deck is good, because it just has the options it needs to get over their opponent. For many situations, because it is like very super controlling.
I have 10 cards.
Yeah, I noticed.
What the fuck is wrong?
You should be able to get there, dude. You should be able to get there.
The flip side is I'm just on 5 runes, and that's not good enough.
Yeah, but still, like.
I come here.
Sure.
Okay, go for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we do next?
Ooh, good holding point. We will play stack deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want to battle against my cards in hand?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Then just play a few more of them.
I would like to Wages of Pain your Ezreal. You would like to retreat. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there goes your.
I know. How do I get him in hand?
No.
Just
drag him. Yeah, sometimes it's awkward when you have 11 cards in hand. It's hard to pick things up, isn't it?
Jesus Christ.
It is my turn, so I will reveal a Consult the Past. Draw 2. I will then pay 1 to hide something. Then I will play the Merchant at base, and then I will gladly pass the turn.
If you could see my hand,
I don't want to.
that would be insane. So this Ember Monk could go up to 8. 8. So this line is not possible. That's so crazy, man.
So another thing that we have to consider or look at the game state, like we are ahead in points,
Really,
right? Let me see if I
really
actually got a holding point.
So that play,
Yeah, exactly. I did. Okay, so we're expecting an onslaught, guys, right? Like, he has 11 cards in hand. We have 4. How do we deal with if he takes both things, plays all of his stuff? Obviously, Object Power is something very good. We do have the also benefit of being able to repeat a hard bargain eventually if he decides to start a chain, right? Targeting different spells that he has to pay 2 for, right?
What do we do?
Mundo, Ride the Wind will
control
also
here,
be
or a
something
bit more
crazy.
risky?
And if we fall short on units or spells, or we just need to dig deep, we can always move into a battlefield, especially Bandle Tree. And then Guerrilla Warfare, both are Control the Pass into the battlefield to grab some answers, which is essentially my game plan right now, because he's going to eventually just dump his hand, and then, like, I'm just going to have to deal with it, right? There's very little I could do with Ezreal playing things for cheap and just playing out his spells, right? So that's the game plan that we're going to go for.
Shift.
Let's see if it works. So there's the Arcane Shift. I would... Okay, so you discard the Arcane Shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you a 3rd point.
What? You give me,
Yeah.
or I take it?
No, I give it to you.
Okay.
So how long can Teemo hide?
Forever, dude. You don't know where he is. You don't know where he is. We're gonna stack deck here. Looking for something in particular. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I'm scared because
of what?
I know
Because of my 11 cards in.
Well, I know your Mind Splitter is going to be in play eventually, right? So that's something to deal with. So with such a limited hand size at 4, I think I want to draw as much as possible. Because then I have more options to mess around with you. Because you can only target one thing down. That was the one thing with that Volley Bear deck, or the Misfortune dude. It just punished that Victor deck because it was just Mind Splitter, you know? I'm taking away those key cards, so I just want all the key cards in my hand. I want to be like you, basically. So I have 7 cards in hand. So how do I get more? And I think the answer to that is I will reveal the Teemo. Alright, let's get everything right because you have some runes open. So we go to 6, this goes to 4. Right, now this is a very, very greedy play. However, I will then tap 2 and burn this to play Guerrilla Warfare. Right? Or do you want to hard bargain?
Back to consult? Okay.
Yep.
No?
Okay, so I'm going to grab...
Then you're hiding it?
The consult. So they go to my hand. This goes into my hand. I get to pay...
No, you don't have to pay the
you can hide ignoring costs at this turn. So that's all the hiding stuff. So, first and foremost, I would like to play... I'll move my merchant here.
React?
Yep. Well, move happens first. So I discard this, draw this. Yep. You want to play the Wages of Pain. Hard bargain for thing, yeah. Okay. Then, I get to hide. Then I get to hide. Then let's do this to to hand. And then I will hide something else that is not the Teemo. There. And then that should be fine for now. Oh, I get a point too, right? For the Conquer. Alright. You have 10 cards. I got down to 5 cards, but I can go up to 9. So, because I know you're going to play. I know you're going to play the thing next. Okay, so I want to reveal, consult the past.
No, you played it this turn, huh?
Oh, stimmt. Yeah. You can't hide and play.
Little cheater, huh?
I'm not a cheater.
I think I have to make a post an X.
Judge call.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, that is
What did it
hilarious.
cheat on?
Well, I hit so many things, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Okay. So, unfortunately, I know what 2 cards are there.
Do you?
What is on the other side? So this little boy can go up to 10.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, you can go up to 10.
Yeah. So this is 6. Yeah, I think that should be a go on. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Shoot here.
I would like to react.
So he goes to 6 with 3 damage marked.
And I get to draw 2 cards. You get a gold.
Yeah. This.
I'll
So,
mark the
yeah.
3 damage like this on the bottom. There we go.
Then I will just do quick math. Play this. Get. What do I get? 2. Do this. Jesus, my brain. This is 3.
Dude, how are you gonna function in the regionals, man?
Jesus Christ, man. I have to play this so many times more, yeah?
Huh?
The good thing is the 2v2 cup is only best of 1.
It better be, dude. One time we did when like Tabletop Simulator or like Origins was like about to get released. We played a best of 3 of 2v2, man. That shit took like 4 hours long, man. This is insane. Yeah. Okay.
So if this comes in play, I will replay the Wages of Pain. Shoot here.
Like to reveal.
Yep.
So if I go up to 8, I have 6 damage marked.
Yeah, I get another
Resolves.
Good.
Draw 2.
So this gets played.
Feeling good. I'm
Then-
getting there. I have more cards than you now.
I will pay 3 and recycle.
Well, it's a shame that I run such a hard bargain.
Jesus Christ, that's insane. Yeah. Okay. So this goes up to trash.
Yes, it is in the trash because it was not played. Good thing to notice,
Yeah,
guys. Sometimes it is not worth countering that card, especially if you haven't seen any fizzes. Honestly, sometimes you just let it happen. But yeah, not always a good idea countering that.
I come here and I want to stupefy.
You will stupefy. Stupefy will then resolve. And then I would like to play a fight or flight on your easy.
On
Ezreal.
Okay. It's okay. And after all that bullshit, I will recycle one for Rasa and pass.
Okay. After all that bullshit. Alrighty. So this goes away. That goes away. I go up to 6. Feeling pretty good in this situation.
Oh, I forgot to draw last turn. Yeah.
Yeah, just draw it. Just draw it. We're testing things out. I will do what you do. I will fizz. Targeting.
Guerrilla warfare?
Yeah.
Sure, makes sense.
Warfare. Burn 1 for the power cost. And then go back into my to hand. To hand. 9 cards in hand. I will play stack deck. Manage top. There he is. Oh wait, no, they are free. Hide. So this is like the little engine that I was like thinking of. Just certain hidden cards that give you card advantage that don't have to deal with choosing things. That's essentially like the only way to counter the card advantage of Ezreal. This was like the little thing because I was just like, how do you beat a deck that just has his,
Everything.
that has everything, it like answers to multiple situations, and Fizz, Guerrilla Warfare, grab your Consult the Pasts, hide them again for free, on more than one turn. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's not good, but I don't know. It just seems relevant. And then let's see. I don't want 2, 3, 4, and a power, and I'll play the barrage, doing 4 damage to your easy. It's a little too late. You got all your seals and goals, but still, that discount is kind of important to take care of. And then I will pass.
Okay.
So
I really
guys,
have so many options.
So for those that are watching, we caught up with the card advantage that Ezreal has by playing Guerrilla Warfare, hiding Consultant Passes for free on battlefields that we've held onto. Obviously, Bandle Tree is like a star in the deck if you're choosing the battlefield. Always go second with Bandle Tree because you just put that pressure on your opponent. You play Guerrilla Warfare after playing these cards, so essentially you're drawing 4, trying to keep up with the nonsense that Ezreal does. Then you Guerrilla Warfare, play them, hide them for free. Then you Fizz the Guerrilla Warfare. You can hide them for free, and that way you can like cycle through your deck a lot faster, right? Just as fast as Ezreal does. Kind of keep up with him and get the answers you need. If he does hold battlefields with the Mind Splitters, we have the unchecked powers.
I think I have to start
we have the switcheroos and we have the rebukes. So he's moving. Okay. Let us react first with Consult the Best.
Yeah.
So he goes to 6. I draw 2. Back to you. Anything?
I pass.
Then switcheroo.
Check.
unfortunately couldn't hide it because I ran out of space.
Okay, so this resolves.
Okay, so it resolves. I will go to 6. The Might will snapshot, and you will go to 2. Back to you.
Do I have to really invest this?
I think you have to. You have to at least take the battlefield. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's so stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which touch repeated here.
Okay.
Draw a card.
I would like to react by playing Consult the Pest. Chain resolves. So
And then
they trade.
yes. No, I will.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I play another stupefy.
You will play the Stupefy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 8 now. Just to know. Okay, that's fine. So they trade.
Survives. I get a card. So you go up to 7.
Yeah.
Can I do anything? I mean, I could try.
Two. Ravenloom. You would like to hold. 7. 3. Rebuke is kind of annoying. Could just. Yeah, I'm in that situation that you have where I'm just like, I have too many things to do, too many ways to do it. So what's the best way to do it? 3, 6, 8. That's not it. So that's gone. 3, 6, potentially, because, but that's something I have to worry about. Also, look at my I mean, this is always like a really like one card just to test it out and see if it works. If not, I hold, right? Like this is like the safest bet. Sometimes you just want to go those lines where you're not investing too many things, and then you have all the other options. And we're sitting kind of comfortably at 7 to 1 so far, and 8. I'll play the Watcher. And then we'll first... Yeah, we'll move in with it first. Scared of the Rebuke.
I would have to bring it back. So I pay 2, recycle the goats.
Okay. So this goes back.
Yeah.
So at this point, I just want to trade off the Rasa there. The Fizz if it's doable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we will do the things with the Teemo, and we will hide and try to hold here.
Okay.
So all tapped out. Essentially, worst case scenario, you have to match the might of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a potential Teemo, so 12. Like, that's the only thing, that's the most might can happen, you know? And then the one...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can do this. So he can go up to 8 this time. Yeah, 8. And a possible Teemo, so then 4 more. So I can do this into this to play this.
Yeah.
Into this. I think that should be my line anytime. So I do this here.
So you Wages of Pain, I would like to react. I will play the Teemo. Goes to 6 with 3 mark damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So Teemo is 4. I will. So wait, I can do this 2 times. Can I? Play this.
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I played Ari in set 1 too. I did pretty well with her. Not gonna lie. Like went like 3rd in the skirmish. Had fun. Nexus Knights. You know. Kaisa.
Play this.
Kaisa works in set 2. Kaisa won a regional in China, so that's pretty good. You will play the Fizz, okay, and you will
into
target
this.
Arcane Shift.
Into this and replay the Fizz.
Then I will
flip the next card.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will reveal the Fight or Flight. Targeting. Well, first off, reveal effect. Yep, moving back. So, invalid target.
But wait.
So it doesn't deal the 3 damage, right? You still, obviously, banishing and all that nonsense works and everything.
Yeah, but I have to play another card from the Fizz for this turn.
Yes, it does. That if you Arcane Shift the Fizz, then yes. But I mean, the damage is invalid target. Yeah, because of the battlefield. But yes, that part happens, like, because it's not being countered. Yeah. Oh, and the...
So let me just check. So then he's at... So he's at...
5. He's 5, like, life left. He's at 8 might.
Yeah,
3 more damage.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I still can play this 1 card with the Fizz. So I think it would make sense. Does it? I have to get rid of this fucking Teemo.
The stupid Teemo.
Yeah, I think I will play this card. And play 2 more for the repeat cost. then he's at 0.
Yes, he is.
Play, remove this. Bring in the Fizz here.
Yes, that kills the Teemo.
Out. Okay, next time you will play the Watcher. So I will bring back this, play a stack deck,
Okay.
and I have a draw for.
Yes, easy. Yep.
Yeah, so this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think this is the play. Then I will give it up to you. Let's see.
So he heals back up at 4. 2 runes open. What can you do? Let's try to go here first. The rebuke. Sure. Goes to hand. Four. 3. Okay. I think that works. 4.
Ah, you have a right to win.
Yeah.
You have 2 right to wins.
I'll move here. I do not have 2. I draw a card. But then I think, actually, if I just play the Fizz, I can target the right to win, burn a power, play it, and then move over.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Yeah, that works too. That's good.